Hi, this is Chris from Acrylic Pixel, and this marks the 1 week mark until I launch my latest game, a game about making a planet. So it's very exciting times. I literally could launch the game today if I really wanted to, so everything's set up, everything's ready to go, and we've got 1 week until that is going to be happening. So it's very exciting. I thought I'd just give you some stats and figures and talk about a little about the background of what's been happening. So we've had some really cool YouTube coverage from creators like Real Civil Engineer, we've had Idle Cub, Grey Still Plays, Blitz. They've all covered the game and they've really liked it. Everyone that's covered the game, as in posted a video on the game, has really enjoyed the game. And the main word that's used across the board is satisfying. So it seems as though I've made a satisfying game, which I'm really, really happy with, and that's really great news. And what's been happening in the last sort of week is lots of game developers have been reaching out, and I've been reaching out to other game developers as well. And I've been asking to do bundles with them, and other game developers have been asking to do bundles with me. So that's really, really cool. So we've got some really high-profile game devs that have agreed to do bundles with my game, including like pinning them to the store page as well. So I'm really, really hopeful that we can get some sales from those bundles. I've been speaking to other game devs that have launched recently with other incremental games, and there have been some really good success stories. So I'm really, really hopeful, fingers crossed, that we can have a successful launch next week. Just to go over the stats and figures, we've had over 3,000 wish lists now, and we've had over 8,000 demo downloads. So that is really, really good news if you consider my previous launches. So 10 Bells were launched with 400 wish lists because we're just trying to really get that out as quickly as possible. Different kettle of fish with an incremental game. Then I launched Orbs, and I think I had maybe 40 wish lists. That was a total flop. I think I've only got 200 wish lists for that game, so that was a total flop. Even though the game's good, it's just wrong genre, wrong platform. That's a whole nother video. But this game, we're hopeful that we can make some money out of it. So we haven't made enough wish lists to get into popular upcoming, but we have been featured on the calendar. So Steam has got a new calendar, personal calendar, where they suggest games based on what you've previously played that are coming up in the next sort of few days. And Steam has been slowly increasing the number of people that they've been showing the store page to. And the effect that that's had on the wish lists has been good. A Blitz video came out a couple of days ago, and that gave me a spike. But then Steam started showing the game off, and what that's done is kind of made the spike kind of go sideways. So I'm getting roughly about 30 wish lists a day, which is really, really good news. I hope that there's another big streamer that posts this week, and I really hope, fingers crossed, that I would really love to get on Yahtzee Tries with Second Wind. We did that with 10 Bells, and that was our biggest payday. So the weekend that Second Wind tried 10 Bells on Yahtzee Tries, and then we featured in a couple of videos, and then subsequently won a few awards from the Second Wind group as well with 10 Bells. So that was really really paid off. So I'm hopeful that we can get featured by Second Wind again. So if that happens in the next couple of weeks, that would really drive the wish lists forward, and I'm hoping that I can get into sort of new and trending during launch, or I'm hopeful we can get there, push into the 5,000 to 7,000 wish list bucket. That's the plan. Just to give a bit of context about how much of a big deal this game launch is for me, I've been like an indie game dev full time for about 3 years now. And it was literally May 24 that I started working with Vin from Hillfort Games on 10 Bells. And then 10 Bells came out on the 30th of September 24. So I've had 2 years where now I've been like solo indie game developer. And the money has been amazing, considering that I've come from nothing, but I'm basically on a part-time wage, which is not great, considering that I'm a dad. I'm helping to pay a mortgage, I'm getting married this year. I've got a lot of people that depend on me and rely on me to be able to earn a living wage, and this indie game stuff has not been doing that. So you might be thinking, well, why don't you just get a normal job to kind of subsidize the game dev thing? Just do the game dev thing as a part-time hobby. And yes, I've been trying that. Here's the thing: when you leave the normal workforce for like over a few years, like I have, you find it really difficult to be able to get an interview for a normal job, quote unquote normal job. Okay, we'll pause it there. We've got the doorbell. So yeah, long story short, I've been trying to get a job. It's been really difficult. Being out of the workforce for a number of years means it's really difficult to rejoin the workforce. And I think people think that as soon as you've started doing something as glamorous as indie game dev, then you're just going to go back to indie game dev as soon as it kind of picks up. Where it doesn't really work like that. Like, it's difficult to explain to an employer that, over the last 5 years, all of the layoffs that's been happening, and to kind of solidate that into, a narrative that would get me a job. So the sales and telesales jobs and things like that I've had experience with have not come through, and I've been looking for well over a year now. So it seems as though the world is paving its way for the game stuff to be successful, whether I like it or not. But I need to make successful games before I can make money from it. So the signs are good for a game about making a planet. I'm really hopeful. I'm really grateful to all the support I've had from the game so far, all the people making videos and sharing it and telling friends and family, and all the wish lists and all the reviews on the demo. And fingers crossed. I want to do one of those reaction things where once you've launched, you don't check the stats and figures until like a week after, because that's really cool content and it would be a bigger number. I am very, very a numbers person. I love spreadsheets and things, so I'm definitely going to be wanting to check it every second, but trying to force myself to not look at the numbers for a week is going to be great. I'll be able to look at the number of reviews. Keep an eye out for some videos. I've got a supporters pack launching alongside the game as well. So the supporters pack is going to be able to change the color of the orbs in real time as you play the game. You just access it via the pause menu. So it's like £2 extra or $2 extra, and that's the supporter pack, and you'll be able to change the colors on the fly. And I thought that was a good kind of middle ground. Like, it's a couple of quid extra, so it's a bit like, it's still cheaper than a posh coffee these days. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And so the next video I think will be like probably the launch. I'll do a video of me launching it, just to mark the occasion, I guess. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.